Leesburg Today's daily update for September 7th. I'm Samantha Bartram. More than 500 women and a few men gathered in a dusty barn in Broadlands this morning to hear from Ann Romney, wife of presidential candidate Mitt Romney. She spoke little about her husband's business credentials, instead focusing on his support of his community and family. She said her husband is the man to restore good jobs and return the country to a thriving economy. The Women for Mitt event drew some of the most influential women in the Commonwealth, with stump speeches by Delegate Barbara Comstock, Carolyn Strover, wife of U.S. Representative Frank Wolf, and former Virginia First Lady Susan Allen, married to U.S. Senate hopeful George Allen. Each of them urged the audience to spend the next 60 days knocking on doors, making calls, and handing out flyers to win votes for the Republican nominee. Loudoun has been a popular campaign stop for both Senate and presidential candidates this election season. Mitt Romney spoke at a Sterling business in July, and President Barack Obama addressed a crowd at Loudoun County High School last month. Back in April, local filmmaker Robert Quarantillo debuted his first feature-length film, Frozen Peas, at the Tally-Ho Theater. In it, his protagonist Will is suffering from a spinal injury incurred after an auto accident. At the time, Quarantillo told us he'd like to participate in charitable fundraisers to benefit spinal research. Saturday, he'll finally get his chance. From 1 to 7 p.m. September 8th, Spanky's Shenanigans will host a fundraiser to benefit the Spinal Research Foundation. Guests will enjoy a full day of live music, raffles, food, and drink specials. All generated proceeds will benefit SRF, which works to improve spinal health care through research, education, and patient advocacy. Everyone is welcome to attend. For details, visit spankyspub.com. To learn more about Quarantillo and his film, check the story on our website. The Ashburn Village Sports Pavilion will be overrun with kids Saturday for an exciting triathlon event. Ashburn Village residents should be aware there will be limited or no access to certain areas outside the pavilion and the adjacent lake between 7 a.m. and noon. The actual race kicks off at 8 a.m. The swim portion of the event will dominate the outdoor pool, and bikers will swarm the trails, so those out and about on personal trips are encouraged to use caution as the race progresses. Runners will be on the sidewalk between the pavilion and Christiana Road up to Natali Terrace, and the circle in front of the pavilion will be closed to traffic until noon to accommodate the event. Drivers are asked to use caution when turning into the pavilion parking lot and should be prepared to yield to runners crossing the driveway. Long delays are not expected. For more information about the Kids Triathlon, contact the pavilion's front desk at 703-729-0581. And lastly, take a road trip to Winchester Saturday to celebrate the birthday of country music icon Patsy Cline. The late songstress was born and raised in Winchester, and from 8 to 11 p.m. Saturday, the Winchester Elks Lodge, number 867, will host a country jamboree in honor of Cline's 80th birthday. Kathy Kitty Kearns, dressed to the nines in Cline-inspired Western fringe and sparkle, and members of the New City Band will perform live from Patsy Cline's body of work. The event is BYOB, with setups and beer available for purchase on site. Tickets are $15 per person at the door, cash only. Folks are welcome to begin showing up at 7 p.m., and only those guests aged 21 and older will be permitted entry. Additional events are planned throughout the weekend in celebration of Cline's stellar career, including tours of her Winchester home. For more information on all the birthday celebrations, contact Executive Director of the Patsy Cline Historic House, Judy Sue Hewitt-Kempf, at 540-662-5555, email info@celebratingpatsycline.org, or go to celebratingpatsycline.org. For in-depth coverage of these and other stories around Loudoun, pick up a copy of Leesburg Today or visit us online anytime at leesburgtoday.com. Have a great weekend.